Welcome back to the Mark of Kree. We're eager for more adventure, and I'm sure an opportunity is just around the corner.
Rao, can I come with you on your next trip? I know how to use a sword, and I could cook for you or carry your pack, please.
I'm afraid young Tati is not ready to join us. She'll just have to stay here and embellish all of our beheadings and impalements.
Rao, I'm proud of you. Helping those in need is an honorable thing. Remember, though, you are a warrior of noble descent, not a mercenary who works for the highest bidder.
That's fair advice, I suppose. Not that we've been offered any compensation so far.
Well, business is doing much better now. Thanks to you, lad. Oh, by the way, the cleric over there was asking about you.
Well, there's not much else going on. Let's introduce ourselves.
Good day to you, sir. I heard that you are the young man responsible for running off the thieves and bandits that plagued this area in recent times. Oh, good job, good job. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Aruku, a cleric and guardian of sacred land east of here. At least I was. Recently, bandits, similar to the ones you so gracefully dispatched, beat me and threw me out of my home. I watched as they broke apart graves and ancient tombs, scattering the contents. I thought they were thieves looking for gold, and that once they found none, they would leave me in peace. But when they found what they were looking for, not gold, just a scroll of old leather, they did not leave. Sir, I am the custodian of this place, and have failed in my duty to protect it. Now all I want is my home back. Can you please help rid me of this menace? I have no money, no treasures to offer as payment, just the knowledge that this is a just cause, and the promise that the gods will favor any who come to my aid. I also have a bow, crafted by artisans many moons north of here, that I will gladly give you upon your return. It is not worth a great deal, but does fire far and true.
That's kind of an impressive Winnie the Pooh impersonation, actually. It's so innocent that I can barely trust it, but he did offer us a new killing device, and that's all I need. Before we go, I'd like to try out our new outfit that we unlocked in the arena. Surely they gave it to us for a reason. And if I can make it down these stairs, I'll be off on an exciting new journey.
Someone in need had requested my master's help. His years of training at Baumusu's side were finally being put to good use. His heart swelled with pride. But who were these bandits the holy man had spoken of? Could they be from the same group he had just encountered? Aruku had warned him that there were many bandits guarding his home, many more than he had just defeated in his last adventure. The cleric cautioned him to be careful. He would have to use stealth and silently dispatch as many enemies as possible. He thanked the gods that he had his spirit guide to show him the dangers that lay ahead.
We start with a much better look at our new war paint, which should be conducive to the stealth tactics we've been advised to employ. Indeed, stealth is a very large part of the Mark of Kree. It was available to us in the previous level, but we were given no information on quite how to do it. When you're unarmed, Rao automatically goes into stealth mode, where he will quietly sneak around And if he sneaks up behind an enemy who is unaware of his presence, you can execute them. When you're too far away, the execution marker will flash. It will go solid when you're just close enough, and it'll flash very rapidly when you're too close. Successful stealth kills bring a very efficient end to your opponents. When you're so greatly outnumbered, that sort of thing is appreciated. And there are other benefits that are very important to this particular level. For now, though, we're still in training on how to stealth kill. And this enemy up ahead has put himself in the perfect position to demonstrate another tactic. Performing a wall kill happens to be one of our challenges. Always wise to take that opportunity when it's made available, because of course you are hidden from sight before and after performing the kill. Another single opponent, but he's very near this door with a strange but intimidating symbol on it. And he's a hornblower. Perhaps the two are related. While we ponder what that could mean to us, Kuzo's collecting another save scroll. Now let's see just what can go wrong if we fail to perform stealth. These hornblowers are all, throughout this level, guarding doors. Within those doors are very strong opponents in very large numbers. Even if the horn doesn't go off, the enemies will be alerted. You make enough mistakes here, and you will eventually get overrun. This is not an endurance battle you can hope to win. Obviously, a single mistake, not much of a challenge. They simply add up quickly. Getting into actual fisticuffs with the enemy is also very ill-advised. You have only a single combo available to you. It's a 3-punch combo. Does very little damage. Now we've got 2 hornblowers guarding the door. So we're going to have to employ yet another alternate strategy. Multi-stealth kills. Simply input the flashing button combo. And you'll take them both out before either of them knows what hit them. The elegant flourish, maybe not required, but required. And yet another solo target stands in our path. It seems our approach by water was most unexpected. Rao, what are you doing? Rao, no! Oh, okay. Still pretty brutal to stab a guy through the head, but I was almost expecting a level 2 sickle situation there. Thankfully, Rao's not much of a sadist, just horrifyingly barbaric. In fact, this game was originally called Barbarian when it was in development for the PlayStation 1. Of course, it obliterated the technical abilities of that system, and so eventually found itself a nice little home in the early days of the PlayStation 2. An unfortunate artifact of that development history is that you can sometimes see little seams in the level geometry, which was sort of a major problem in the early 3D PS1 games. Shows up at its worst here in Tapuroku. We need to keep tabs on the enemy up ahead. He will look down to the lower level, so if we approach the ladder right now, he'd spot us. But he's making his way out of there. All this view changing has gotten me slightly confused. Now, if we hurry, he might not begin his return patrol before we get him. You can switch to Kuzo's view at any time. He always gets a nice look at Rao's executions. And his view of this area is going to be very essential. There's many a hornblower about here, and a pack of birds. Any small mistake here is almost certainly fatal. One of these hornblowers go off, and they all do. Disrupting those birds will also awaken all the hornblowers. And of course, they're all guarding multiple doors full of very highly trained warriors. We would be outnumbered and in a very brutal fight for our lives. Fortunately, Rao's stealth kills are all about keeping the enemy from screaming as he's killing them. They certainly can't scream with a broken neck. Sort of an unnecessary perch. Better to have it and not need it, though. Golden perch. That's new.
Some are marked at birth with an unnatural symbol, a design holding words hidden within. These words are written in an ancient tongue, words from a long-forgotten spell, an evil spell. If the lines from this incantation are gathered together and recited, they will open a gate, a pathway from the world of darkness to this world. Through this rift will come an army of darkness, a powerful force enslaved to its master. This army will then crush this world and enslave its people.
It's only through Kuzo's eyes that we can discern the greater meaning behind that image, and doing so is one of our challenges. Surely that's a challenge that very few players miss. We're set up for another wall kill. And finally, that was the last of the hornblowers. So we're safe from most likely fatal retribution. Now we just need Kuzo to open the path ahead. These here are the doors through which our certain death would have flowed. Let us continue to leave them undisturbed. And scout ahead for a single opponent patrolling away from us. Might be a good time to strike. And we can hope that he stays there. Seems risky having waited so long at this point. So instead I'll just scout the rest of the area. Another flock of birds. And a distant hornblower. At least we got this one without a problem. Kuzo's off to collect another useful pickup for us. Not a save scroll this time. You'll notice when this rune gets to us that our maximum health capacity has been returned to its default, because they only last for the duration of the level you collect them in. Now, as far as I know, it's impossible to get past this flock of birds. So you just gotta piss them off, set the hornblower to do his thing, and summon a required fight against a large group of enemies. Gives us a little much-needed action if we manage to survive that last required stealth area. This fight has nicely demonstrated just how dynamic the music is. Changes drastically throughout combat and throughout exploration of the scenery as well. More scouting is, of course, required. I also wanted to check out this very nice carving underneath a waterfall. Must have taken a very long time to do. It's the Rushmore of terrifying faces. And from up here we can see just what we're up against, as well as be presented with an interesting opportunity. We'll have to return to stealth mode and put Rao in just the right position if we want to take advantage. Now, if we send Kuzo into this flock of birds, he can activate them for us and distract the enemies to his position. Then we can group kill them from behind. And Kuzo gets to watch. He's our biggest fan. Getting the second group kill is another challenge. Down below us is a bridge to the mouth of a cave. Not much opposition along the way, but I've got something special in store for that guy. And the cave is going to offer a whole new series of adventures, so for now, time to take a break and prepare ourselves.